रञ्जन यमुनतीरावनचारी यमुनतीरावनचारी जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी गोपी जन वल्लभा गिरिवरधारी यशोदानंदन व्रज जन रंजन यमुनतीरावनचारी यमुनतीरावनचारी हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। राधा नील माधव राधा नील माधव श्री राधे। निताय गौर निताय गौर निताय श्री श्री गौर निताय। जय प्रभुपाद जय प्रभुपाद जय प्रभुपाद जय जिला प्रभुपाद। जय गुरुदेव जय गुरुदेव जय गुरुदेव जय जय गुरुदेव। परमहंस राज का आचार्य अष्टोत्तर शतस्य श्रीमद् डिवाइन ग्रेस अभय चरणारविंद भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी श्री प्रभुपाद की जय। ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस राज का आचार्य अष्टोत्तर शतस्य श्रीमद् डिवाइन ग्रेस भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती ठाकुर गोस्वामी महाराज श्री प्रभुपाद की जय। अनंत कोटि वैष्णव की जय। ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय। समवेद गौर भक्तवृंद की जय। निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरये। नष्टप्रायेष भद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी। कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकीनन्दनाय च नन्दगोपकुमाराय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। We're discussing Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 3, Chapter 1, text number 11. 11 will recite personally, and 12 together will recite. Yep, 11 will recite together. अजातशत्रोः प्रतियच्छ दायं तितिक्षतः दुर्विषहं तव आगः सः अनुजः यत्र वृकोदर अहिः श्वसन् रुषा यत् त्वम् अलं बिभेषि अजातशत्रो प्रतियच्छ दायम् अजातशत्रो प्रतियच्छ दायम् चितिक्षतो दुर्विषहं तवागः तितिक्षतो दुर्विषहं तवागः सहानुजो यत्र वृकोदराहिः सहानुजो यत्र वृकोदराहिः श्वसन् रुषा यत्तमलं बिभेषि श्वसन् रुषा यत्त्वमलं बिभेषि अजातशत्रो प्रतियच्छ दायम् तितिक्षतो दुर्विषहं तवागः सहानुजो यत्र वृकोदराहिः श्वसन् रुषा यत्त्वमलं बिभेषि तितिक्षतो निर्विशदं वाहनतो यत्र वृकोदराभिः शक्तो विपयच्च कायम् शक्तो विपयच्च कायम् विशतो विशदं जातशत्रोः of Yudhishthira who has no enemy Pratiyacha return Dayam legitimate share Titikshataha of he who is so forbearing Durvishaham unbearable Tava your Agaha offense Saha along with Anujaha younger brothers Yatra wherein Vrukodara Bhima Ahihi revenging snake Shwasan breathing heavily Rusha in anger Yat whom Tvam you Alam verily Bibeshi do fear. Vidura said, you must now return the legitimate share to Yudhishthira, who has no enemies and who has been forbearing through untold sufferings due to your offenses. He is waiting with his younger brothers, among whom is the revengeful Bhima, breathing heavily like a snake. Surely you are afraid of him. Okay, let's speak on this also. मम ज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपकदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरोः श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सगणरघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सगणलिता श्रीविशाखामितांश्च नमो ॐ विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामिन्निति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषशून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे नमो महावदन्याय कृष्णप्रेमप्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्णचैतन्यनाम्ने गौरत्विषे नमः हे कृष्णा करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधो जगतपते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमोस्तुते तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरि वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे Love means give. Greed means take. This is what Guru Maharaj says. Uh, Ravanath Maharaj says, heart is like a field and bhakti is like a seed. And Savana Kirtana, this process is like watering the seed. If field is fertile, then only seed can grow. What is that fertility? That means gratitude. A grateful heart uh, can only uh, accept bhakti, bij. Maharaj says, gratitude is an essential quality to access the empowerment of God. Hmm. Without being grateful, we can't really receive. Real culture is based on the principle of gratitude. A person can be happy in any situation if he is grateful. But we should be grateful for our failures as for our successes. Honors as well or for dishonor. Every gratitude occasion is opportunity to grow and learn from that experience. Gratitude is a foundational base principle for all spiritual growth and is foundation for all basic human kindness. So Maharaj says, one gratitude is like bowl, then only the bowl can be filled with some object. So humility and gratitude is the like fertility of the soil. Then the seed of bhakti that can grow. That is bhakti is seed is compared to connection to parampara. Hmm. Uh, Watering is compared to Sravanam Kirtanam Navavida Bhakti, 9 process of devotional service. So what if the land is fertile and uh, there is no seed? Can the plant grow? Fertile, you are having gratitude, you are having humility, you have tolerance, honesty, truthfulness, all qualities are there. But there is no seed. Connection to parampara is not there. Then how much ever you put water, does bhakti will be there? No, it is a semblance of bhakti. It is not a bhakti. It is something reflection. Another way is if there is seed and there is watering, but field is not fertile, then that also will not grow. The environment is not there. The, the plant may grow, but the crippling happens. Uh, if only seed is there and watering is there, there is no fertility means land is dry. That is also semblance of bhakti. That is also not uh, long, stays for long time. So all three are required. Suppose there is fertile soil, potent seed is there, then watering will give nice growth. That is called revelations of bhakti. Mm. That is true bhakti. So Radheshan Prabhu lecture might you have seen loot. That is quality of grabbing others' property. That is personified Duryodhana. Mm. Uh, that causes envy, pride in the heart of the living entity. When you lust is fulfilled, greed. When lust is not fulfilled, anger. So anger is personified by Hiranyakashipu, and greed is personified by Duryodhana, and lust is personified by Ravana. So Radheshankar says, loot, grab, beat. Hmm? Hiranyakashipu wanted to beat, Ravana wanted to grab, and Duryodhana wanted to loot. So these are three gateways to hell. Trividam narakassedam dwaram nashanam atmanah kama krodastata lobas tasmadetam trayam traje. So, but contrary, sorry, I am speaking today in English because majority of you can understand. Prabhuji, ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತದಲ್ಲ? I hope he's advanced also. Does not matter language for him. So, Ajata Shatruhu, this is a great word. Wherever in the Bhagavatam mentioned there is name of Yudhishthira Maharaj, Ajata Shatru is mentioned. So beautiful word. Ajata Shatru. Ja, Janma means, Ja means one who has taken birth. Ajata, who has never not taken birth. Shatru, for whom there is no enemy at all. How can such a person be there? Because he was completely obeying Supreme Lord instructions and great sages. Uh, so here, what is the situation going on? Vidura is instructing Dhritarashtra about peace treaty. Kindly give back their rightful claim of their share of the kingdom. But Dhritarashtra is attached to his son. He is not willing. What has happened is Pandavas lost in the gambling match, and they went to forest for 13 years, and they've come back, and they're asking, give back our kingdom. And Dhritarashtra saying, no, we cannot. Dhritarashtra saying, yes, my dear son, Duryodhana, please give. Duryodhana is saying, no. Okay. Finally, what Yudhishthira Maharaj says, okay, you don't want to give, fine. We will be subordinate to you. Give us 5 villages. Just 5. We are Kshatriyas. We have to rule and take charity as a tax. If we cannot do this, our occupational duty is not uh, fulfilled. So kindly give 5 villages. We will follow you. We'll subordinate to you. Duryodhana says, forget 5 villages. The space which occupies one needle point, I will not give you. Then uh, the war started. So Kauravas are the base for this war, not Pandavas. Pandavas never wanted this. So uh, Ajata Shatru, a word is mentioned. uh, uh, and rightful claim, legitimate share. There's a word dayam. So I was taking on this word, legitimate share. Hmm? Um, Earlier, what was uh, culture? There was no division of property. Joint family was to be there. Like house of 5 members, brothers. Then elder person will be having all the property, and all other brothers will be assisting him. So everybody was peaceful. Uh, this was very good culture. So by joint family, what happens is earlier majority of people used to have farming as the culture. So farming cannot be done alone. There is a number of acres of land. You require many people. Some will cut, some will plow, some will uh, help in other activities. So giant family will together they will do occupation. And uh, nowadays it has division has come. Okay, you can have your share to such an extent that mm, woman also requires share. Women, is government is authorized that women can also be given share. Uh, During our times, it was not there. It is said that in Kannada, that is said, "ಕೊಟ್ಟ ಮನೆಗೆ ಹೋದೋಳು." Once you give that daughter to husband, uh, she is property of that house. Nowhere claim. Uh, so why I'm speaking all these things? Because it is a very good Vedic culture that there was joint family. Uh, I'll speak what here Dayam refers to, but some principles can learn. So law of inheritance is there. This father after passing away, it comes to elder son. Elder son will have that. Uh, so here, how these Pandavas were rightful, legitimate share? Because Vyasadeva had 3 sons, Pandu, Dhritarashtra, Vidura, right? Uh, then Dhritarashtra was elder, but disqualified. He was blind. How he can rule? Hmm? Second is Pandu. He died immediately. So Vidura, third is uh, not born of a Kshatrani. So that's why he was disqualified. So Pandu's son were rightful here, but they were small. So by the time Dhritarashtra was allowed, okay, sit for time being, let them grow. Uh, but he became attached. By the time they grew, he was attached. So he was not willing to give them the kingdom back. So this was the king. Right? They were rightful share, legitimate share. All. So this is legitimacy. Before telling about what is the Ajata Shatru, something about uh, joint family I wanted to say. So what are advantages? From medical point of view, the children which grow, they are very nourished mentally, physically. emotionally, intellectually. Nice care will be there. Suppose father becomes angry, mother takes, mother becomes angry, both becomes angry, who will take? So they can have grandmother, aunts, uncles. That was there, mm, actually. So that is very, very nice environment so that children can grow up emotionally. Nowadays, this is not there. If father and mother quarrels, the son will watch TV or mobile, or he'll take shelter of some friends. Who are those friends? We don't know. Uh, what kind of habits they have. Their shelter, they say, you have given me shelter when I was in difficulty. I will follow whatever you say. Like that, they will become future. So this is a nowadays it is what is happening. Mm. So extremes also have happened. Father and mother, they are smoking together, and the child say, "When you are smoking, I will drink also together." So they learn more things from this. Uh, so this is what our joint family culture will say. Another thing is there a tradition. Grandmothers know something, grandfather knows something. They are all imparted to the next generation. Some traditional. My grandmother used to say, "You give me 50. I will tell you some list. Bring all those things. I'll make 50 masalas and give you 50 varieties of masalas." Grandmother used to say. So, yeah, their tradition is there, which can be imparted through uh, submission and training is happening. This is not present in nuclear family. And there is culture of respect, respecting how to respect aunt, respect elders, brothers, how to treat brothers, how to treat uncle. Uh, so this is not there. Senior, junior, there is nothing like that nowadays. No respect. Mm. Whoever having money is senior, who is papa is junior. Uh, this is what happened. And some austerities can be easily performed, like uh, respect. Can pay obeisances to all the elderly members. Yeah, cultivation of cleanliness and austerities like getting up early in the morning. These things are already as a practice. Everybody is doing, so we are also happy to do that. This will be best thing. So this is on advantages of land time. So apart from this, what the topic is here, Ajata Shatru, he was uh, having no enemy. Why? Because he was perfectly following Krishna and Krishna Bhaktas. Hmm? A proverb is there. A good king can rule the kingdom nicely. A bad king will spoil the kingdom. Similarly, a woman who's a bad wife can spoil a family. Yeah, it's mentioned. So he was pious and recognized by the Lord. Then that's why he was able to make everyone happy. So he himself used to perform duties, household duties properly. Early morning, actually this is Dwapar Yuga, so he used to offer sacred fire oblations, be into the fire, and used to pay obeisances to all the elderly members, and charity used to give grains, cows, land to the family uh, needy early morning. So these were the duties Yudhishthira Maharaj used to perform. And there's one principle called there is cooperation between man and God and cooperation between man and nature. So there is a harmony. Man and God, and man and nature. This can only bring happiness, peace, and prosperity in the society. Contrary to this, one exploits nature. Suppose I am a powerful human being, I will exploit the um, weak section of the society. It may be human beings or it may be animals. Then nobody can have peace, happiness, and prosperity in society. So where a society there is animal killing, mass killing happening, that cannot be peaceful. This was not there in during Yudhishthira Maharaj's time. So what was the instance here? It is happening. Krishna is saying, I will go and make peace treaty with Duryodhana and Dhritarashtra. Then Yudhishthira Maharaj says, see, Krishna, this will not be successful because Duryodhana will not agree. And my wish is, I have some desire that I would attach to kingdom. I want to rule, but I will be subordinate to them. At this cost, I am compromise. I can compromise up to this point. Means I can be subordinate to them, but at least 5 villages share you can give. So uh, one point we can understand is somebody wants to rule because it is their rightful claim. That is the right reason for their ruling. If the purpose of winning is to enjoy the kingdom, that is not the uh, uh, right way, uh, right purpose of ruling. So this was that. Nowadays, court case, something is happening. Our goal should be rightful inheritance, not for enjoying kingdom. Then the society can be peaceful, unity. We are thinking of one society, one thing that can possible only when the goal is because this is rightful share, we have to rule. Yes, for propagating Krishna consciousness, for propagating Krishna Bhakti. Then things will be peaceful. If, because yesterday only Maharaj was saying, Bhoga Tyag. If you want to enjoy, then the suffering will come other side of the coin. The goal should be clear. Yudhishthira Maharaj was that having that goal. My goal is Krishna Bhakti. I should practice and I should give to others. If that goal is there, then everything can happen peacefully. Because the whole material world is created for the purpose of reclaiming all the souls who have fallen into this world, forgetting Lord. Supreme Lord's wish is to bring all the souls to back to Him. A king is representing the Supreme Lord in his mission. So he has to have same mission. Nowadays, politics, what is happening? Every state, every country has different ideologies. What India's plan, future should be? It want to become a superpower. That is not ideology of what Krishna wanted. Our ideology is Krishna consciousness should be there everywhere. Yeah, that is our idea. If ideologies are same and there is no selfish motives, then the whole world can become one. That's what during Yudhishthira Maharaj's time there was. One, one motive, one ideology. That's why we say, Ekam Shastram Devaki Putra Geetam Eko Devo Devaki Putra Eva Eko Mantra Natasya Namani Yani Karma Pekam Tasya Devasya Seva. One Lord, one mantra, one Shastra, and one service, one activity, that is service to Lord. Then whole world can be united. This was happening during Yudhishthira Maharaj's time. Hmm? That's why, what was the effect of Yudhishthira Maharaj's rule? Uh, I'm just telling what are the benefits of right kingdom. I'm explaining. Right. नाधयो व्याधय क्लेश दैव भूतात्म हेतवः अजात शत्रावा भवन जंतूनां राज्ञि कर्हिचित्. What will be there if there is a right rule? Then no adhaya, no anxiety, mental, physical anxiety will not be there in the kingdom. Vyadayah, no diseases will be there. Klesha, bodily disturbance, climatic disturbances, excessive heat, excessive cold. We have no three types of miseries, right? But one is due to other living entities, one is due to one's own body and mind, and another is nature. So Nadhaya means one's own bodily miseries. Vyadaya means no, Nadhaya. Na Adhaya means due to others happening miseries. Vyadaya means one's own bodily misery. Klesha means Prakriti. Daiva Bhutatma Hetavaha. Daiva Bhuta Atma Hetava. These are three types of miseries. It will not be there when Ajata Shatrava Abhavan Jantu Nam Ragni Karhichit. So this was present during Yudhishthira Maharaj's time. And even all the rivers, oceans, hills, mountains, forests, creepers, all the active drugs in every season, they were paid to the king as the tax. Means Prakriti will profusely produce everything when there is harmony. I told man and God, man and nature, there is always harmony. When this is present, naturally everywhere sufficient grains, food, things will come up. If the king is sinful, then nature will keep it, will not give produce properly. The rains will also be proper. Kamam varsha parjanya sarva kama dughamahi. Rains can only bring all prosperity. Rains will be proper, grains will be proper only when the rule is proper. That is what I wanted to say. So this was happening during Yudhishthira Maharaj's time. Uh, so what quality Ajata Shatru? This we should try to tell. We should not have any enemy. Yesterday Maharaj was saying, we were not there, some of you were not there. पकड़ के बैठने पकड़ने के बैठ के छोड़ना का वो व्यक्ति मुझे ऐसे किया था वो याद रखते 26 अक्टूबर रात को इन्होंने ऐसे बोला था मुझे तो वो सब छोड़ देने. That question, one who asked was our Satyamurti Prabhu's classmate only. He is Urmi Ranjan Prabhu. He asked me, महाराज रिपीटेडली किए तो क्या करना. रिपीटेडली भूलना है, छोड़ना है. रिपीटेडली छोड़ना है वो मन से. हम मन में रखते हैं उन्होंने ऐसा किया था उन्होंने. सो बेस्ट फॉर्मूला ही टोल्ड. Two things always to remember. Two things always to forget. What is that? Two things always to remember is one which is done good to us. Somebody has done good to us, we have to remember it always. Another thing which we should remember, what wrong we have done to others, what difficulties we have given to others. We have to remember. Two things to forget. What others have done wrong to us, we should forget. And one more thing is, what good thing we have done to others, we should forget. Actually, we do it oppositely all the time. Uh, so this was that. Uh, so I just end with what Bhishma Dev instruction he gave to Yudhishthira Maharaj after he became king. Because I'm telling that he was following Krishna and Bhishma Dev and all other Krishna Bhaktas. What Yudhishthira Maharaj gave instruction as a king, I will just say this and conclude. He says, duties of a king, what on, how we should rule. I, I don't know how many of you are kings here, or I am myself not king, anybody. We are devotees of Lord, but something, discuss something, you can understand, you can guide someone who wants to become king. You can guide somebody who wants to become queen or king, or you yourself have opportunity also. First thing is, never bodily, never punish a Brahmana. One should never punish a Brahmana. First thing. Act decisively, not fickle. Should be, you are making some decision, firm decision, no fickle. No procrastination. Procrastination, आज का काम कल करेंगे, कल का परसों, परसों का तरसों. No, no. Third, justice like Yamaraj. No, very shrewd in just what is right should be appreciated and what is wrong should be condemned and punished. It is said that Suryavamshis are like uh, uh, expert uh, cleanliness, means they will remove all the thieves and robberies from the society. Their punishment is like that. Chandravamshis are like they satisfy all the desires of the citizens. These are famous two Vamshas. Krishna came in the Chandra Vamsha, Rama came in the Surya Vamsha. So address pleasingly. It should be pleasing to others. Dress gorgeously. Bind to your service. No slightest distinction between confidential servants and others. Straightforwardness. Always suspicious of others and taxes too heavily meet with destruction. Not overly proud and boast. Diligently continue started project. एक प्रोजेक्ट स्टार्ट किया तो कंटिन्यू कंप्लीट करना है. Citizens out without fear and don't hide wealth. Citizens should be without fear. That situation should be there. And don't hide wealth. Devoted to Shastra and honor knowledge. So this is what one duties of the king, what Bhishma Dev says. I just summarized it. There is big list. Huh? These qualities, verse, this is from Mahabharata. So, oh, I'll tell you one more thing. And 6 persons should be avoided in our life. One thing is guru who don't speak, priest who don't know Shastra, king who cannot give protection, wife who speaks disagreeably, a coward man who likes to stay in a village, a barber who likes to go to forest. Implied meanings are there. At least king who cannot give protection, you can avoid. Protection of citizens, highest duty. This is continued king's duty, some more that. Should not take away citizens' possession capriciously without sufficient cause. Means loot नहीं करना है citizens का money. Treat without haughtiness and give them their just dues. Due किसी का भी है तो देना है. Never disregard even weakest of enemies, for a tiny spark can become the cause of devastating fire. So these are the duties of king. And 9 duties mentioned by all social orders. All social orders can follow this 9 duties. Suppression of anger. This is for everyone. Everybody should suppress anger. Truthfulness, justice, forgiveness, simplicity, begetting children only with one's wedded wife, maintenance of one's dependence. This one, everybody should do this. All social orders. Duty of Brahmana is mentioned, control of senses and Vedic study. Okay. Shri Prabhupada ki jai. There's enough. We can discuss more about Yudhishthira Maharaj, qualities of uh, devotee. The time is, we are come up in time. Some other time we can discuss. Thank you very much. Shri Prabhupada ki jai. Gaura Bhakta ki. Any comments, any questions? If it is too heavy, just accept something points. You can meditate on this. I myself are not qualified to speak these things. But somewhere, some points, if you go inside, may help sometime.